Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to pack our client 2 bag. So this is going to be the bag that has the most stuff in it. This is probably the most stuff that you will have on your table at one time. So just kind of take a look at everything. I tried to get it all in the snapshot that you're going to use because it's really important that you understand that all of this is in your work area during this client. So you do want to make sure that you stay organized throughout this. So to pack it, we definitely want a jumbo bag. You can do 2 bags. If you don't like it tight, you can do 2 gallon size bags if you don't have the big ones, but the jumbo is going to be the best one. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to pack is our draping. So you will need your vinyl draping that came from your kit. It looks just like this. And you need about 4 towels. So you can use 1 for the table. You have 1 just in case you need it. Or you can use 2 for the table. You have 1 for underneath the cape and then 1 for around the cape. And remember, with draping, they gotta see that underneath towel the whole time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the bag. Make sure they're nice and neat. Alright, so the next thing that I'm gonna go ahead and put in the bag, I think I'm gonna try to do the big stuff first, is the cholesterol. So you're gonna have 3 bowls of cholesterol. So these are different containers that people have gotten before. So the first one is lightener, and you wanna make sure that your lightener is blue. Sodium hydroxide relaxer, you want to make sure that that stays yellow or the color of the cholesterol. And you have hair color, which is red, and you want to make sure all of these are labeled and they're in a container. Now you just need just enough in each one for everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in my bag. Awesome sauce. So as far as your protective cream, there's 2 options. If you still have this bottle, I didn't try this until this year, you can put some gel in it, and this way you can just take the top off and give it a little bit of a shake and apply your protective cream. Or you can use a ramekin with other gel, just make sure it's labeled, and you have applicators. So you can't go in and double dip, you can only go in, use the applicator, and throw it away. So I'm going to use the blue one just for some space today, but if you are using this version, that is completely okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the bag. Gloves. You need about 6 pair of gloves, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the bag. And cotton strips. I say to bring 2 cotton strips just in case you drop one, but 1 cotton strip will do enough. Make sure it's enough to go around that entire back section. Speaking of perm, let's go ahead and handle this one now. You do need some perm rods. So what I've done is I've taken all of my perm rods and I have used a twisty tie to keep them all in order. So when I take this out of the bag and undo my twisty tie, I can lay it down flat. The next thing we're going to do is our Perm Solution. Now, Perm Solution, if I have enough of these, I was able to give it to you guys. If not, I'm terribly sorry. COVID-19, man. But when you're using one of these, you do have a label that you can print off and put on a bottle. You do want the bottle to be able to squirt it out. So in order to keep from the water squirting out, you can just put some plastic on it and twist it right back on, and then you don't have to worry about it leaking in your bag. Now, at State Board, remember to take it off during your setup. So you do need your perm papers. I highly suggest to go ahead and take your perm papers and twist them to where they are pinwheeled out. And you will need about 5 or 6 foils. So I went ahead and folded my foils. Kind of keep them neat. I went ahead and put my perm papers there. You need 1 plastic duckbill clip. This is going to help you in the foiling application. And you can go ahead and just clip them together like that. This way you can just keep it nice and neat, because once again we want to stay neat. Just kind of slide that on in. So you can see my bag is starting to get full now. So next thing I'm going to put in are my color brushes. You got about 4 of those. So I'm going to slide those in. You got tail combs to slide in as well. You need about 5 of them, and you do need a foiling comb. If you do not have a foiling comb, put extra tail comb in there. You do need a brush, so go ahead and put 1, make sure it's very clean. So I'm about to flip my bag so I can put the rest of the stuff in it. You do need a first aid. This first aid is for your blood exposure. Now you already have one out in your universal supplies, but you do need to pack another one for your blood exposure procedure. So it should have an extra bag in it. Just kind of make sure. It should have one extra bag. It should have 3 gloves. It should have some cotton. It should have a Band-Aid and an antiseptic lotion. Or antiseptic wipe, not lotion. So you want to put that in there and make sure when you lay this down during the setup that they can see the label. So this is the patch test kit. Do not label this. We cannot have this labeled. So once again, do not label this bag. That's why there's not a label for it. So when you pack this, you want to make sure that you have, once again, an alcohol wipe or an antiseptic wipe, a cotton ball. You're going to need an applicator, which would be your cotton tip, and you're going to need a Band-Aid. Now, I do have an extra Q-tip in there, you know, just in case I drop this one. So go ahead and put that in the bag. And then last but not least, you definitely need some clips. So go ahead and slide those babies in. All right. So that is everything that you need in this bag. I was reading to make sure, so make sure you do follow the material checklist because that's what I use. And you can go put this in your kit now.